All right, y'all. So we're here to make things more efficient for you, talk about some things here and how you should really be going about this. So if you've been on the game, then you know that the new series is here, the Selio series, the Duo Selio weapon series, which is the best weapon. It's better than the Wingard. Potential is great. It is chef's kiss. It's a great weapon. Of course, it cannot be traded, however, which I could literally care less about anyways. But nonetheless, we're talking about the materials here. So the materials are the new grinder and the new Evoluvolt 1. So these guys are going to drop as of right now in Meteola Outer Area 1. And how should you go about these? What drops these exactly is the question here. And looking forward and looking in the future, how is this really going to work? Be sure to like and subscribe, by the way. Thank you. It helps out tremendously. So these materials are going to drop in the Meteola Outer Area, which is of course a new zone. We addressed it in the most recent video, but they do drop specifically from two different things. The Evoluvolts drop from like trials and bosses and stuff like that primarily, whereas the grinders drop from regular enemies. So pretty much what you can deduce from this is that, and what's going to happen is that you're going to get a lot more Evoluvolts, if you're just running it as normal. You're going to get a lot more Evoluvolts than, I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly, than the grinders. Because they drop in kind of bulkier amounts. And the trials come so quickly, and the trials are often bosses. So as a result, you're not killing like regular mobs. But the grinders come from the regular mobs. So if you technically speaking wanted to, you could focus on the regular mobs. However, you're going to want both of them regardless anyway, so you may as well just run it as is. And then maybe if you have too many, you need, to focus on grinders, you can spend a bit more time on the mobs and then, and then maybe skip some trials and whatnot. That's probably the best way to go about that. Because remember, you're going to need 200 of the grinders versus 150 of the Evoluvolts. So you're going to need more of those. But that being said, this is where the future is going to come in, because obviously where this sets us up at is that the combat sectors are obviously going to be where you're going to get these at much quicker degrees. Because we get combat sectors in 2 weeks time. So on the 16th, we get combat sectors for Newsom Plant. Next week, we get the seasonal. So the seasonal will still incorporate the Meteola Outer Area. If you want to get seasonal points, that's probably still going to be the spot to go. So it's still going to be very active there, I would imagine. There's an LTQ as well, so people might farm that. There might be those in the LTQ, possibly. I don't know, but that's possible for sure. But nonetheless, the combat sectors are normal mobs. So there's no reason not to believe that grinders are going to drop there. That's usually how they do it, when they first put in the grinders, the people who really want to get it, first, they have it there. And then kind of make it easier and easier and easier to get. That's generally how they like to do things in this game. So there's no reason to believe it wouldn't be the same way. It will be. But that's really what you want to be focusing on. So the big thing is to understand that the grinders drop from regular mobs, and the Evoluvolts drop from like the trials and the bosses. So that's the really big thing to take away from that when you're trying to build these Duo Selio series. Zelio weapons also do drop in the Meteola Outer Area 1 as well. I did confirm this, got a couple drops. A buddy of mine got a Fix of 4 drop. So they do drop there. Of course, drop rate's not like anything crazy, but they do drop there. So I said before, this is a one-stop shop, and it truthfully is. It's a one-stop shop at the Meteola Outer Area 1 right now, and that seasonal event is going to make that even better on top of the LTQ, the Halloween LTQ that we get. So this is me just kind of letting y'all know what the kind of efficient way of going about this is, and let you know exactly, what drops what. Because some of y'all, of course, everyone goes at their own pace, and that's the beautiful thing about this, is that you can go at your own pace. You know exactly what you need. You need 200, 150, and a Zelio weapon. You know exactly what you need, so you can go at your own pace about it. And if you have things to do, you so or you can set some time aside, whatever. There's a clear path as to what you need. So that's the plus side. So this lets you know exactly what drops what, in case you need to kind of mitigate your time in a sort of way to focus more so on this material or more so on that material. So that's what I'm here to help y'all with. So Hopefully that answers any questions. Hopefully that makes your understanding a bit better of it, and and allows you to get your Duo Selio series quicker or at a better convenience for you. So be sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Spike content.